set the height of each of the slides inside the carburetor. So when you pull the throttle, the little slide moves up and down. I need to synchronise all three so that they're all going up and they're all sitting at the same height, so I get the same tick over from each carb basically, and also when I rev, they all rev the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to initially screw everything down on the top of the carburetor on the throttle stop slide. We're going to screw these right in, then we're going to screw the we're going to screw in the throttle cable guide all the way to the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're then going to set the height of the throttle slide to 1.5mm, which is a 1/16 of an inch using this. We're going to put this in. We're going to set it so it just sits underneath of that slide to get the height, so they're all sitting at the same height. Then we're going to adjust the throttle pulling on them using this here. So let me just get set up. So what I've done, taken a flat bladed screwdriver, I stuck it in the top of here and I've cranked all of the slides right down. I've wound all of the little nuts on the throttle cable all the way up and then wound these all the way in so they're all sitting at the same height. Then I've taken two of the lolly sticks, bound them together and put little markers on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put each one in here under the slide like so, and then when you move the throttle cable you get an indication of when it's moving. So let me set up the other two and then we'll start adjusting and see what it looks like, whether they're all synchronised or out. Right, so here's the three. So if we move the throttle cable, you can see the one on the far side is moving and the other two are not. Let's see how long it takes for all the others to kick in. Right, the one nearest to us is just starting to move. The middle one, not even, oh, it's just starting now, see? So you can see how out of balance all three carbs are at the moment. So again, far side, nothing else moving. One nearest to us then kicks in. See the sticks even falling out, and then out in the middle one. Right, let's get set back up again. Right, so I've had a bit of a play. As you can see now, the one on the nearest to us is just starting to move ahead of the right hand one, but not by much. So we'll have a move round. I've put quite a bit of adjustment on here, but I've locked this one now. We're going to have a move round on the other one, just tiny bit more pressure on that one. As you can see, the centre one is like nowhere near. Right, so I've lifted the middle one up quite a bit. What do you notice now? The middle one is moving way before the others. So what I need to do now is back that middle one down till it comes in with the other ones, but we're getting there. Look at this. Ready? Hold on. Right, we can check all three now with the movement. As you can see, that's the best I've ever had these. It's pretty aligned up. We'll run with that. Right, try a slightly different angle. As you can see, pretty darn good. Get this wire out of the way. Ah, that's a better view. Can't complain at that at all. Right, I'll get these bolted down and we'll call this one done. I've got the oil tank cap. The one thing I've never had, which you can't see, is there's a piece of rubber seal that goes in there, which I happen to have got here. It fits in like so. When you screw it in, it stops the oil coming out. but it doesn't stay in there, as you can see. So I'm going to super glue it onto the base of there, leave it overnight, and we'll see if that works. Let's see if I can get any super glue out of here. And it's super glued itself shut. Let's go and get some ply. Right, that's in there now. We'll leave that drying overnight. I managed to get some glue out, but I've broken the lid off.